Welcome back, guys. My name is Sid, and this is Divine Sunflower Tarot. We're going to do a timeless oracle reading for the collective here and see what messages Spirit wants you to know. We're going to start with the Solace Oracle deck. Then we're going to get some cards from the Ancestors deck and see what our ancestors have to say. Then we're going to pull some cards from the What is Blocking You deck and find out what could be blocking you at this time. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Let's get into it. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please show us the cards we need to see for the collective today. What do we need to know at this time that will help us on our journey, get us back on our path going in the right direction? If you would like a personal reading from me, all that info is down in the description box below. I do private video readings. You can also send me an email at divinesunflowertarot@gmail.com with any questions or comments that you might have. If you have any ideas for a reading, let me know. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon, so if you are a Goldie and you would like to get in on that, just make sure you're watching the videos. I'm not going to be announcing it officially on the community page. I'm just going to let you know in the comments, in the video, probably towards the end of the video, so that those of you who actually watch will be in the drawing, not just any random people. So we're going to do that here soon. I think I'm going to be giving away the Divine Abundance deck this time. That will also come with some crystals. All right, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please show us the cards we need to see. What do we need to know today? This is a really big deck. It's kind of hard to shuffle here. What else do we need to know today, Spirit? Show us the cards we need to see. What messages do you have for us today? Okay. So we have number 54. Number 55. Number 75. Number 51. And number 49. Very interesting artwork on these cards. We're going to look these up, each one in the book. So this card is called Take Flight. It says, "My strange exotic bird, you are in a cage with no room to fly. Who broke your wings? The door has always been open, and yet you still remain caged. Life can be difficult, and sometimes we get lost in the confusion of it all. You may have been excited about a particular person or an endeavor, and you felt confident that you had made the right choice moving forward. Yet the wind shifted you in a different direction. What you thought could be yours isn't, and disappointment replaced anticipation. Does this sound familiar? Did your wings get clipped just when you were ready to fly? Frustrated and maybe a little embarrassed, you retreat. You ask yourself, why do I even try when I continue to be rejected? Don't shut down and close yourself off from the world. You need to bounce back, a healthier you, and learn from this experience. Rejection hurts, but it's the way you respond to it that can determine the course of your future. First, admit your feelings about the situation. It's okay to feel sad, disappointed, or discouraged. Whether you've been turned down for a date or a promotion, it is painful. So trying to act like you don't care only prolongs the pain. If you're not facing some kind of rejection from time to time, you're not pushing yourself to your full potential. Be ready for occasional letdowns because it's something we all go through. Life is a slow bake. Sometimes you just need a little time and patience before you can taste your sweet rewards. Your real test is your endurance to push through the hard times. Don't stop believing in yourself or your dreams, because if you do, you may just lose parts of yourself. You are worthy. You can obtain what you desire. So don't let your actions stop you from getting there. Then we have number 55. This is called trial and error. It says tender moments spoken by soft lips, delivered by a smooth tongue, captivating so completely, yet tainted by a stagnant mind. Realization of loss, sadness replaces anticipation. It says sometimes you meet a new love interest, and the excitement elevates your spirit. You start thinking about your future together, and it seems like it's smooth sailing from here on out. However, the wind can always shift and turn us in a new direction. Like the weather, our lives are so unpredictable. It's not always easy getting to know people and correctly interpreting their personality and lifestyle. Compatibility is a huge factor for making or breaking relationships. You can't fake an attraction for someone if it doesn't exist, and that's something that should come naturally. However, it usually takes time to discover someone's inner beauty, and the results can either be engaging or disappointing. Also, someone can look great on paper and say and do everything perfectly, but what if you've been misled? Maybe when you met them, and instead of just being authentic, they chose to put on this prominent facade to make this grand first impression. It's like they played a role in a movie and you were unsuspecting and naturally gravitated towards them in this beautiful lifestyle. Finding out the truth left you feeling very disappointed or angry that it's all been one big act. They may have gotten away with it for a while, but eventually you realize the person you thought was yours doesn't exist. It's unsettling. Why can't people just be themselves? When moving forward into a serious relationship, you should think about characteristics you have in common. It's a good idea to also consider their values, priorities, and work schedules. In the beginning, it may feel awkward to talk about certain things like money, but it's imperative to eventually have these type of discussions. If one's more a saver and the other more a spender, it could cause distress down the line. Also, some may prioritize financial wealth and security above quality time. How would you feel if you found out that being with your How would you feel if you found out that being with you was second or third on your partner's list? What is your love language and what do you expect from your lover? You should have a conversation about sexual needs and wants and whether it is a priority or not. Also, is cleanliness and keeping an orderly home important? How do you guys interact socially? Do you share some of the same interests in music or dancing? And are you okay with them drinking, even if you don't like to drink? Lots of things can make a difference when we're talking about finding a suitable relationship. I know meeting someone and having the right connection isn't always easy to find, so when you do have someone, you try your best to make the relationship work. However, you should look close and be objective to whether or not you really know them. You would hate to overlook something important in a partner when concerning your overall happiness. Wow, that was a long one, but yeah, I feel like everything in that was very important. So you guys could be looking for new relationships, and this is going to help you in that endeavor here. Okay, our next card is Dive Deep. 3D, dive. Okay, let me try that again. 3D deep. It says dreams are like deep pools of water. Many will never experience its depths. We will choose to walk in the shallow waters or swim beyond the ropes of safety. It says dive in, the water is great. Now is the time to start experiencing your life on a much deeper level of existence. You can do this if you believe in yourself and if you are willing to take a risk on something new and different. Don't overthink it. What is the worst thing that can happen? Failure? Even so, you get back up, you brush yourself off, and you try again. It's all a part of your learning experience. Don't put too much pressure on yourself by worrying about every little thing and how it will all play out in the end. Just trust yourself and your abilities. Sometimes we learn from trial and error, so you might have a do-over here and there. And it's okay. Push forward, because all good ideas take work and mistakes will be made. However, through your missteps, you will gain wisdom and strength within yourself. It's all a part of the bigger plan. Break down that safety rope you've been hiding behind. Instead, take on those new uncharted waters. You are ready, and this message signifies that it's time to move forward in life, love, or business without fear. Wow, I love that message. Very beautiful. All right, let's go on to our next card, which is Catch and Release. Fly free, my butterfly. I would never hold you against your will. What is meant to be will be. You've chosen your fate for your life, whether you understand this or not. You may not know what lies ahead, but it has already planned in advance. So learn to go with the flow. Trust that whatever you encounter, whether your perceptions are good or bad, it is helping you find your way back to the light. This card is a reminder that all is well, and to let you know that there is a much bigger plan or purpose. So just believe. You are strong enough to get through any obstacles and you are facing at this time. Have faith. And finally, our last card. This one is called Going, Going, Gone. A player will never win because they keep playing the game, even when they have already won the prize. Technology has changed the quality of our lives for better or worse. Almost everything is accessible with the push of a button. It's pretty amazing, right? Look at how many choices and decisions that we can make straight from our phone and computer. This is especially true when considering the new age of dating. It's now coming down to swipe left, swipe right. Yet we are treating love like a game, constantly trying to win another person with a more prestigious career, a better body, more money, more funny, etc. How can we ever make space for genuine love at this pace? The internet web we weave can eventually lead us to a situation with irreversible repercussions if we are not careful. Addictions are now right at our fingertips. Porn, gambling, escapism, infidelities. So the real question is, how do you keep situations like these from getting out of control? It all boils down to your core moral values and using your determination to not let them be compromised. Do not let the internet control or drive you into the web of no return. Be aware of how much time of your life is spent online. Be aware of any damage to the real relationships around you due to your time online. And finally, be aware of the changes in your behavior or thought patterns stemming from your time spent in the cyber world. Do not lose yourself or someone you love to this imaginary world, because most of the time, we don't know we have such a good thing until it is gone. That is so true. Don't know what you got until it's gone. And then once it's gone, it's too late. So those were the messages from our Solace Oracle. Let's go ahead and pull some advice or some cards from our Ancestors deck. Angels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. Show us the cards we need to see today. What do our ancestors want us to know? If this is resonating for you, please give me a like, you guys. Every like definitely helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it when you do that. Thank you so much. Let's see what our ancestors have to say today. Please show me the cards I need to see from our ancestors. Ancestors, show me the cards we need to see. What do we need to know? We have gardener, cultivation. Let me look this up in the book. In prehistoric times, humans grew their gardens in forests, intermingling medicinal and food plants with the various flora that existed naturally. Through various epochs in history, gardening has not only been used to supply food and medicine, but also for decoration and aesthetic purposes. The gardener is one who prepares the soil as needed to provide the best possible circumstances for plants to grow. They tend the soil with love and care, nurturing the growth of the young plants by providing any other nutrients as necessary. These gardens can supply gifts of food for the gardener and their family as an exchange for the love and care of the gardener. Decorative gardens with flowers and trees provide visual and sensory pleasure, inspiring awe for the elegant and aesthetic collaboration with the wild and natural beauty of Mother Earth. Hands-on gardening encourages appreciation for how the elements work, synergistically to support the growth of food for all living beings. The increasing interest in and application of organic gardening assures us that with this love and care, we can reduce and potentially eliminate the toxic application of insecticides and pesticides that predominate gardening and agricultural practices up until a few years ago. In addition to nurturing the growth of plants and trees, what else are you cultivating in your life? Are you sowing seeds of love and care? Nurturing these with your blessings and intentions? Are you paying attention to how you affect others? Do you support their growth emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? What about yourself? Are you tending to your own personal garden, allowing it to flourish in many ways that support your spiritual growth and awareness? It's time to examine ways you ignore or inhibit your spiritual growth and take measures that will cultivate your soul's path. Grow a plant from a seed and observe how you feel when you pay consistent attention to this living being's needs. Sing to her, water her, send your prayers, and watch what happens. So that was a long one, but basically, this is letting you know self-care is very important. Okay, let's see if we can get another card here. What else do we need to know, please, ancestors? You could also have a garden. Maybe this is something you enjoy doing. I know I have a little garden on my patio, and I definitely love doing that. I have not grown a plant from a seed yet this year, but I have done that in the past, and it definitely is very rewarding. All right. We have the magician. Conjuring. Let me look this one up. The magician. To tap into the magic of manifesting, you must begin with a clear intention and a strong belief. Lately, your intentions have either been absent or muddled and fragmented. This is no doubt due to considerable stress and the circumstances you find yourself embroiled in, which have left you feeling victimized and powerless. Under these conditions, it's easy to fall back into conditioned doubts and unnecessary uncertainty about your capacity to manifest what you want. This leads to a lack of clarity and focus, not knowing what to ask for and what actions to take to achieve your goals and objectives. Yet, when you pause for a few moments, you will know you have the power available to make these choices. Slow down, close your eyes, take a few long, deep breaths, and ask your spirit guide, what choice will truly serve and benefit the greater good? Listen with your heart and that still, small voice, and you will receive the answer and encouragement to make the right choice and set your intention accordingly. Then your actions can align with the will of spirit, and when they do, miracles will occur. So you may need to draw closer to your spirit team so that you can make your manifestations come true. Then we have fire, which is passion. You could be a fire sign. You could have a fire sign in your chart. Let's look this one up here. So, fire. Your passion has been misdirected into frivolous pursuits and stubborn addictive activities and or substances. It's time to redirect those pursuits and turn that power into what nourishes your heart and soul. In doing so, you may not catch fire right away, but stay with it, whether it's a project you've been longing to do, a creative expression with no attachment to outcome or approval from others, or joining a group of people with whom you have common ground. Sit down and make a list of a few things that really turn you on, that set your soul on fire. Then set very specific timelines for getting involved with those items on your list. Don't be shy or reticent. Do it and see what happens. Call on this ancestor, and he will help you warm your heart and get you moving. Then we have air. So you could be an air sign. You could have an air sign in your chart. It says, no matter the circumstances you find yourself in, pay attention to your breathing. You tend to habitually have very shallow breaths, which restrict the flow of air in and out of your lungs, and in turn causes your body to tense up. This can create a holding pattern with your muscles, as if you're in survival mode, preparing for fight or flight. Whenever you become aware of this tension, pause. Take a few slow, deep breaths and let your lungs and body absorb the oxygen that the plant and tree people offer to you in this remarkable exchange. It's time for you to be especially attentive to your breathing, as it will be the simplest way to manage the stressful circumstances that you find yourself in at this present moment. Step out of your usual routines for a while, and allow a deeper, slower breath to bring you to full presence. Allow this ancestor to remind you, perhaps through a gentle breeze, to breathe deeply and slowly. So let's all just take a deep breath right now. Yeah, definitely relaxing. All right, let's go ahead and get on to our What is Blocking You deck. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Show us the cards we need to see from the What is Blocking You deck so that we can know what may be blocking us at this time. What do we need to work on at this time that would help us move forward on our path in the right direction? Show me the cards I need to see. Okay, so we have being guarded. You could be very guarded at this time, and you're lonely because you're so aloof, trusting others and let them into your heart. So you could be scared to let someone into your heart. You could have gotten very hurt in the past by someone, and you're afraid to let them in. So you're being very guarded here. But you're being encouraged to learn to trust. Know good ones. There is someone out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. So you could be feeling like there is no good ones out there, especially if you're still healing from the past pain that you went through. So just definitely work on healing and know that there are still good people out there. Not everyone is a cheater. Not everyone is an abuser. Not everyone is a narcissist. You could also do research on what is a narcissist, how to spot red flags, things like this, how to spot green flags. And this will help you to be able to find the right one. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we need to know here? What else is blocking us? Indecision. You are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. So you're afraid to make a mistake because you feel like if you make another mistake, it's going to end you up in another heartache. And I can totally relate with that. Thank you, Spirit. What else? I'm also getting from this card, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, healing on your path. And things are going to slowly come into place for you here. It's just going to take time to heal. Once we heal those wounds, then things start to open up for us. What else do we need to know here? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Show me the cards I need to see. Wow, fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. So this goes along with being guarded because it landed right on top. So you could be feeling like you don't trust people. You don't want people to touch you. You're feeling very guarded at this time that even someone touching you is crossing the line for you. So somebody here needs to do a lot of healing. And that's okay. Just keep moving forward on your path. Keep trying to work on these issues, and you're going to get better very soon. Thank you, Spirit. What else? You don't really believe that there's a match for you. You need to have an open mind. Not compatible. So you may feel like there's nobody out there for you. There's no one who's good enough. There's no good ones out there. Nobody's going to be compatible with me. And you're having a tough decision, making a decision on who to pick, who is the one for me. We have 2626 on the clock. So 26 could be an important number to you. You could have pent up anger inside. You could have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful toward others. And comparison. Comparing is unfair. Leave the past behind and see your new love for who they are. So you could be comparing your new love to your past exes and trying to find similarities between them. We don't want to do this. We want to take each person as an individual because that could definitely damage the relationship when you bring past issues from your past into the new relationship. You want to walk into your relationship with a fresh start and give everyone a fair chance. Confusion. You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. So you need to sit down and maybe write a list of what is it that you're looking for in a partner if you're confused about this. And finally, fixing them. You can't fix someone, they have to want to change. Accept the way they are or let them go. So just know that there's no way we can ever change a person, fix a person. If you see someone that you like and you might be like, yeah, I like them, but I don't like this about them. And I think I can change that. I just need to work on this, work on that, and maybe they'll change. If I am nice enough to them, maybe they'll change. If I love them enough, maybe they'll change and they'll treat me right. No, that's not going to work. You cannot fix them. See, this mirror is broken. Yes, you may be able to glue it back together, but it will never be a complete, solid mirror ever again. And you cannot fix that. Either accept someone for who they are or move on and know that there's nothing I can do to change this person. And this is very important. And I had to learn this from 25 years of marriage with someone who was very abusive, very not empathetic. And I kept thinking, as long as I give this person love, as long as I pour my heart and soul into this person, maybe they'll realize that I love them and they'll give it back to me. But it never happened. And this is something that I had to learn the hard way. And I don't want that to happen to you, collective. Make sure that you know this ahead of the game so that you don't get stuck in a relationship where you feel unloved for such a long time like I did. I do believe these are the messages that you needed to hear today. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this made you feel better if you came to this reading feeling down. And make sure that you're definitely working on all these things. Do your breath work, do your healing work, and know that you're never alone in this situation. My name is Sid. This is Divine Sunflower Tarot. I wish you blessings and love. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.